Is coming in the mind of the industry as to how the job work will be treated under the GST regime. Because in the present law of central excise, a job worker is exempted from payment of excise duty by virtue of an exemption notification subject to the condition that the principal supplier is paying the excise duty on the final product. No excise duty is payable by a job worker, though he is treated as a manufacturer. Under the GST regime and the new Model Act, in Schedule 2, the treatment or process undertaken on the goods given by another person are to be treated as supply of goods under the Section 3 of the GST Model Act. So that means the liability accrues on the job worker also, and the GST will also have to be paid by the job worker. Now the problem occurs as to on which value he has to pay the GST, because he would only be raising the bill for the processes which he is undertaking, and there would be no value of the goods included in that value, because the goods are being supplied by the supplier free of cost. And now in case because the valuation rules are still to be framed and it is not known as to how the value is to be taken, and if the value of the goods which are being supplied free of cost is included, then the liability of GST that will accrue, which will be very much on higher side, and the bill that would be raised would be much lower, because it would only be for the processing charges. And if no liability is fixed on the job worker for payment of GST, say by way of some notification later on, then the chain will break, and whatever the input supply is coming at job worker's hand, the credit of that would not be available, and it would not be possible to pass it on. So there are two aspects on which the clarification is needed. Number one, as to how the valuation is to be done, and number two, whether the liability under the reverse charge mechanism to be fixed on principal supplier would be a better option or not. Thank you.